일론 머스크는 우리가 보았던 전형적인 리더들과는 뭔가 다릅니다. 그의 행보가 늘 그랬듯 이번 트위터 인수에 대해서도 미국 매체들 사이에 여러 논란이 있었는데요. 어떤 이야기들이 있었는지 정리해 보겠습니다. 일간 소울 영어입니다. 세계 최고 부자의 트위터 인수 논란이 될 수밖에 없었는데요.
Look, in many ways, this is a really smart move by Elon Musk because wealthy men know the value in owning publishing platforms. Yeah, it's why Jeff Bezos bought the Washington Post. It's why Rupert Murdoch bought the Wall Street Journal.
이와 관련하여 그의 전적들이 언급되기도 했습니다.
Musk burst onto the tech scene when he founded the company that would become PayPal, later selling it to eBay for $1.5 billion. He used those profits to start SpaceX and later Tesla. He's still the CEO of both companies.
특히나 그의 이번 인수 결정은 맥락 속에서 바라보는 것이 중요한데요.
He is approaching this in the same way he approaches Tesla and SpaceX. He's on a mission. He's on a mission. He wants to save the digital planet, and in his mind, Twitter is critical to that.
그가 반복적으로 언급하는 단어들이 있습니다.
Most motivating is that it creates a sense of adventure. A sense of adventure. And if you consider two futures, one where we are forever confined to Earth. We are forever confined to Earth until eventually something terrible happens. Or another future where we are out there on many planets. I think that second version is incredibly exciting.
An inclusive arena for free speech.
미래, 자유, 모험. 그가 재생에너지, 우주사업 그리고 인터넷에 집중하는 이유, 그것은 바로 제한된 장소와 한계에 갇혀있는 대신 더 넓은 곳에서 큰 자유를 누리고자 하는 그의 갈망이 반영되어 있는 것이죠.
Elon, what do you think Tesla will look like in 5 years?
What I hope we're doing in 5 years is doing our mass market vehicle. And then that's really been the goal all along.
그 과정에서 눈에 띄는 것은 바로 민간화입니다. 국가 차원의 도전이었던 우주여행을 일론 머스크는 부자들의 여행 옵션으로 만들었습니다. 트위터 역시 주식을 모두 사들이면서 일론 머스크 개인의 것이 되었는데요. 물론 이에 대해 우려하는 반응 역시 있습니다.
Before this, Jack Dorsey didn't own Twitter. A lot of people think he did. No, he had 2% of the shares. And even as CEO, he still had to answer to the board. He still had to answer to the board, and the board still had to answer to the shareholders, and Twitter itself still had to answer to the SEC. But now as a private company, it's just Elon Musk. Twitter is how the Arab Spring took off, right? Black Lives Matter blew up on Twitter. The Me Too movement started on Twitter.
빌 게이츠 역시 일론 머스크의 재능과 비전을 인정하면서도 한편으로 언론의 자유를 위해 트위터를 인수한다는 그에게 사람들의 판단력을 믿을 수 있는가라는 질문을 던지고 있는데요.
His track record, his track record with Tesla and SpaceX is pretty mind-blowing. His track record with Tesla and SpaceX is pretty mind-blowing. But we should have an open mind and never underestimate Elon. He talks about the openness. I thought that just human judgment would work. And so far, at least under the stress of the pandemic, that hasn't stopped the crazy stuff from getting out.
전기차의 대중화, 지구가 아닌 새로운 행성에서의 삶을 꿈꾸는 일론 머스크는 불안정한 몽상가 같다는 의심을 받으면서도 동시에 미래를 앞당기는 모험정신이 강한 리더라는 평을 듣고 있는데요. 여러분은 그의 행보 어떻게 생각하시나요? 오늘도 세상과의 접점에서 영어를 만나는 일간 소울 영어였습니다.
And even as CEO, he still had to answer to the board. And even as CEO, he still had to answer to the board. And the board still had to answer to the shareholders. And the board still had to answer to the shareholders.
One where we are forever confined to Earth. We are forever confined to Earth until eventually something terrible happens.
That's not his track record. That's not his track record. His track record with Tesla and SpaceX is pretty mind-blowing. That's not his track record. His track record with Tesla and SpaceX is pretty mind-blowing.
구독과 좋아요 눌러주세요.